This tank is the Senlac. This is a British Tier 8 light tank. The map is Malinovka. I'm going to get 3,100 spotting damage, and I'm going to do some pretty cool scouting. I don't really like this tank. I prefer something like the WZ-132, which is that tank right there. This tank, I don't think it's fun to play. The speed is pretty good. The acceleration, not so much. It's a little bit bulky. It takes a long time to turn. I have a high win rate. I've got like a 60% win rate, but I just really don't enjoy playing it. You want to avoid knocking buildings down. On your way in, go through the open field. On your way out, go through the buildings or duck down and go this way or find another route. Because I'm good and I've done this, like 100 times, I will go, I'll go all the way up to that rock over there. And what you do is you head out through this way, you head up to the rock, you turn around, you cross your fingers, and you run away. If you go to that rock, you want to come back down through this slope. If you're new, don't go past these buildings. Cut before you get to these buildings. Do some sort of a turn and head back. And the other thing you want to do is make sure you go far away enough that you become unspotted if you don't want them to hit you. Like I didn't go back that far. What you want to do is probably go past this tree over here and then turn around and come back. There's a chance I'm still spotted and I don't realize it. Because I'm a good player, I'm starting to remove Sixth Sense from my light tanks because I really don't see the need for having it anymore. I've removed it from my wheeled vehicles, and I'm still deciding because I still do some passive spotting. I have some new practices that I'm working on to make it so that I can remove Sixth Sense and add some other crew members. But then again, I've also got 6 crew members, 6 crew skills on my commanders, so maybe it doesn't matter anymore. So you notice I'm using the same practice. I didn't spot anything on that run, so that means I'm going to go deeper. I could have rammed him, but it looks like he was running away. You really want your allies to take them out, but what can you do if your allies don't do it? I'm going to tell you the difference between random battles and ranked battles. In random battles, you can't rely on your allies. In Division 2 of ranked battles, or I would say in Division 3, your allies would have killed him. He would have been dead. In Division 2, which was the higher level, that he would not have been because everybody's afraid to come out and fire their gun. They're so obsessed with staying alive that they won't even shoot a tank that's spotted. So when I was doing ranked battles, it was impossible to spot anything. I ended up playing SPGs. So another thing that happens, everybody knows that you can drive across the water and come up on that slope. But what they don't know is that it's better to come up over here on this slope. You just come over here to this slope right here. And over here you've got all these TDs with no protection whatsoever. So what I do is I actually come out this way. And that's something I learned years ago, but I've grown past this strategy. You see, he didn't even turn his gun towards me. He didn't even see me. You come over here and you have your way with the enemy. I do advise if you want to practice, do it with lower tiers, do it with tanks that are better qualified for practicing, like a faster tank. If you care about things like win rates, then maybe you don't want to do it so much. So I'm up to 1,600 spotting damage. So now we have a situation where we are going to surround the enemy. Staying low because this is not a ranked battle. This is a regular battle. Okay. Some of the replays that I'm going through today are ranked battles. That's why I was concerned. You notice that I use the auto aim. You see that angle? That's the perfect angle right there. That's the angle you want to use when you're out in the open. You point your gun. Actually, he's a rear mounted tank, so you could take a different angle. But that's one of the reasons why I use the auto aim. You don't drive directly towards the enemy. You'll also notice I removed my premium rounds from my tank. And the reason why is because I can now use more regular rounds, which means I can blind fire more often. I could have hit any of those tanks, but I went for the one with the rear armor because I thought he had weaker armor and there was an increased chance I could set him on fire. I am doing testing in the training room for ammo racking, and I've come up with some interesting new concepts. You notice that I'm tracking him, and I am doing that in part to get assistance damage. But you notice that I got 66 assistance damage. Was that blocked? I wasn't paying attention. I got 71 assistance damage, 66 assistance damage. So one of the things that you can do on a city map is if you don't know what to do, just shoot for the enemy tracks. And I've been trying to do it. I've been trying to find opportunities for enemy tanks to peek out, and I hit their track, and my teams kill them, but I haven't been able to pull it together yet. Okay, so that's the game. I got 3,100 spotting damage. The in-game is showing 1,100 damage.